Welcome back to this. This is the Professor, and in today's episode of creating our online banking website, we'll be creating our login functionality. So on the previous episode, we created our registration functionality where we saved the information of the username and the password of the user. So to continue with our online banking website, we first of all need to go to our login.html, and this is where we're going to create our login form. So since we already created the HTML form for the registration page, so let's go navigate ourselves over there, and we can just copy this block of code, just like so, and we simply need to paste it inside our login.html, like that. Now for the form action, we actually need to change the /register to the /login. So this will relate to the login function that we created right over here. Now we need to create an if method to handle the post or get method from our user. So before we do any of that, let's just go to the app.route, give it a comma, and we'll type in methods, and this will be a list, and we'll just give in the get and the post property. Now after we've done that, we just go into our login function and we type in if request dot method equals post. That means if the user decides to send any data through the form, we then carry out the following procedures, which is username equals request dot form, and this will hold in the username variable, and we also need to create another one for password. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it over here and just rename the username to password, just like that. So what this is going to do is, if the user sends any data through the form, we then save the data in the preferred variable, which is username and password. And I'm going to say if username in users, which is the dictionary we created earlier right over here. So if the username exists in users and the password associated with the username is correct, which I'm going to type in right now. So users username equals password. So if the password matches up to the username, we then print login successful, just like so. And we'll just return the template of the home page. So I'm going to say render template, and inside the render template, I'll just give it an homepage.html name, just like so. So now if the username does not exist within the user's dictionary right away here, we then say else, and we print username doesn't exist, or wrong password. So we just got to notify the user. So after we've done that, we then need to render another template, and I'm just going to render the home page, because if the user types in the wrong username, I don't want to transfer them back to the home page. I want to give them another try. So I'm going to say, let me just add a quotation mark right here, and I will return render template, and I'm going to return the login.html, just like that. So we'll give our program a run. It's going to set up all the libraries, install everything it needs. I'll open it into a new tab, navigate myself to the register, and I'm actually going to register once more again. So it's going to be prof and the password is 123. Let's submit it, and if you go back to our console, we can see that we created a user with the username prof and we assigned a password for that specific username. So let's see, I want to log in. I go and navigate myself to the login page. Insert the username. For example, I'm just going to type a random username and password just to show you guys it works. So I'm going to submit this and it redirects us back to the login page. And if you look over here, it says username doesn't exist or wrong password. So that's great. So now let's try entering the correct credentials, which is prof, and the password is 123, and we'll submit our form, and it navigated us back to the home page, and hopefully it says login successful. So there you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.